Class 7. Today we are going to start with, you can say, another debate topic. First of all, we have done one debate topic, that was should cold drinks be banned? Should cold drinks and soft drinks be banned? So now today, let us do another debate topic. Suppose I'm writing the question here. Due to pandemic and other reasons also, the students of present time are using mobile phones, tablets, laptops for learning, but side by side, they are, of course, prone means they are subjected to. 1 minute. They are prone to use of social media a lot. So what you have to do, present your thoughts or views in favor or against the motion which is social media really beneficial for students, So this we have to write the debate on. This must be done in your fair notebooks. So this is the topic that I have given you. Okay. So the question is, note down side by side that today, due to pandemic and other reasons also, the students of present time are using mobile phones, tablets, laptops for learning. There is no doubt. But side by side, they are of course prone to use of social media a lot. It means that apart from learning, apart from gaining knowledge, are sitting on their laptops, sitting with their mobiles in front of them or laptops, they are using social media also. Now you have to present your views in favor or against the motion. Is social media really beneficial for students or not? So, what do you think? First of all, give your viewpoints, that is social media beneficial or not? Just raise up your hands. Just raise up your hand so that I can come to know. Is social media beneficial or not for the students? What do you think? What is social media? First of all, yes. First simple question is, what is social media? Yes. What is social media? What is social media? Who will tell? What is social media? You people are very well aware. Yes. Raise up your hands, Harshia. Yes, Prerna. What is social media, Bhavya? What happened? Yes. What is social media? Yes, Kanav.
मैम सोशल मीडिया मैम जैसे फेसबुक ट्विटर
Yes, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
स्नैपचैट
Okay, Snapchat, WhatsApp, whatever it is, right? Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to write. What do you think? They are beneficial or not? What do you think? What is your viewpoint? Yes, Kana?
मैम बेनिफिशियल भी है और मैम दे हार्म आता है मैम जैसे बेनिफिशियल है कि हमको ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड की इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाती है कि कहीं पे क्या हो रहा है हमारे फ्रेंड्स के साथ कांटेक्ट हो जाते हैं और मैम जैसे हमको ये हार्म भी करता है कि जैसे मैम बहुत जैसे कोई भी यूज करता है तो मैम उनकी पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन भी लीक हो जाती है
It means more than beneficial, it is harmful according to you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let us write that against this motion that that social media is really beneficial for students. We are particularly talking about students, right? So now let us write down. Okay, so now when we have to start the debate topic, now let us start. We start down writing debate. So first of all, you can write down any quote or quotation related to it. Okay. Then start with formal address. Yes, how you will write down formal address? How you will write down formal address? Yes, how you will write down formal address? Raise up your hands. Yes, Harshia. How you will write down formal address?
Yes, a very glorious
Start
morning to
speaking.
respected principal ma'am, honorable judges, respected teachers, and all my fellow speakers. Today,
Yes.
I got the golden opportunity to present my views on this.
On the
again.
topic, is social media really beneficial for students? Okay, means you have done announcement of topic also. Announcement of topic is also done. Okay, now after this you have to mention your stand also, whether you are speaking in favor or against, and I'm going to speak. Yes, speak now. What you will speak? That and I'm going to speak against this motion that social media is really beneficial for students. Okay, now we will start with the introduction. Okay, so here you are speaking against the motion that what social media, this is our topic, social media is really beneficial for students. Is really beneficial for students, right? So now for that, what we have to write down? We have to write down introduction. Clear? So how you will start? Yes. Yes, Kanam, want to speak? Yes. So, you know, today is a world of, you can say, development. During pandemic also, as students are using their mobile phones, laptops, and you can say their tablets. So the time, their screen time has actually increased. Earlier, these gadgets, they were only considered as monsters for children, as they always attract them, but ultimately they were causing a lot of problem in their lives. As students are there, as in case of students, there was less use of, you can say, less use of their time in constructive ways. Constructive ways means positive ways, right? But with the onset of pandemic, since the time this pandemic has, you can say, taken place, then what has happened? The children, they are spending lot of times in front of screen. Okay, naturally during this time there are lot of distractions, and on the screen social media as well as games, they are the biggest distraction for children. But here, my friends, today as I am discussing about social media, so I'm totally against. So what is there? That I'm totally against the use of social media, because everything that is under control is of course beneficial, but when it goes out of control, it of course has many negative effects, and this has of course happened with social media. Okay, so what the thing is that you will be conversative with your audience. Okay, you will try to conversate with audience, you will bring your points forth. Okay, you will use various kind of expressions also, right? For example, here first of all, I oppose my worthy opponent who is saying that social media, okay, I oppose my worthy opponent who says that social media is of course beneficial. It really seems surprising for me that social media is beneficial, but how? Okay, I agree to this point that it provides information. Okay, first of all is that it provides information. Kanak, this point you said that it makes us attached to the world. Okay, but I strongly oppose this, you can say, viewpoint that it provides information, as it is not a reliable way of information, as it is not a reliable means of information. Reliable means of information. You got no? Reliable means of information, it means that whatever the information given on social media, it is of course not reliable, it is not true. There are many rumors which spread through social media, and no one is justifying these. Okay, right? No one is justifying these rumors. And moreover, if we want to get any information about world, or it's of course relates us to the world, but there are other ways also by which we can be related to the world. So for example, news, TV channels. Okay, these are of course the right way of gathering information, and one can blindly have faith upon them. Yes, now raise up your hands. Yes, I have. I'm going to unmute Kanav as well as Bhavya. Yes, Kanav and Bhavya.
Yes, ma'am, we can write point that social media is a good servant but a bad master.
Okay, it's a good servant. Like social media is a good servant, but a bad monster. Any other thing you want to explain? Yes, good.
Ma'am, social media is like a coin, and like coin has a head and tail. In the same way, social media has both benefits and harmful effects.
Okay, right. Okay, social media is like a coin. Very good. Very good. Is like a coin with head and tail. Okay, in the same manner, social media is also coming up with pros and cons. Pros and cons mean positive points as well as negative points, right? Yes, any other thing you want to explain? Yes, now we are speaking against the motion that how social media is not beneficial, how it is of course having negative effect or impact upon children. Now, first point we have discussed here is that it does not provide reliable information. So it is not providing reliable information. What other things it is doing? Yes, what do you think that why it is not good for children? Give your points. Raise up your hands, because you know that in debate we are only speaking on, you can say, one side of the topic, either in favor or we are speaking against the topic. So here we are speaking against the topic. So now how do you think that it is not beneficial? Give your points. Very good. Come up with your points, class 7. Yes. Come up with your points. Yes, please come up with your points. Bhavya, what happened, Suhana? Today you are not giving any points. I'm so surprised. Harshia, you're not coming up with ideas today. So don't you think that it is a wastage of time for children also? Next point that we are going to discuss is that it is a reason of wastage of time. Okay, so what is the next point that we are going to discuss is wastage of time. Yes. Kanav, speak out how it is a wastage of time.
Ma'am, students spend most of their time having on social media. Ma'am, instead of studying, they prefer to watch social media.
Watching social media is a huge wastage of time, and also if we watch social media for long hours, it can lead to our eye cause damage.
It will lead to damage. Okay. Health one issue we will discuss separately. First of all, it is a wastage of time. Okay. So now my dear opponent is not acknowledging this point, or I am really against, or it is surprising to know that my worthy opponent is not considering the point that social media is a complete wastage of time. How it is a complete wastage of time? As children, while sitting in front, while using various applications, okay, they use it for longer hours. Okay, there was no, you can say calculation of time for a number of time, or they are opening their application and closing it down, and without any constructive way out. Okay, without any, you can say, constructive way, they are wasting their time. This time which is spent on social media, it is neither, you can say, used for gaining any kind of knowledge, nor it is utilized for learning any study material. So ultimately,
Instead of exploring new ideas, most of the children are now spending time in their social medias.
they are not searching any kind of new ideas. Of course, they are not searching any new ideas. What they are doing, they are just watching, they are just taking the selfies, posting on, just viewing their likes and dislikes. Okay, and ultimately this is of course giving them a false notion of life also. Okay, yes. Suhana, now it's your turn to speak.
It distracts students from their studies and breaks up their
Yes, it
focus.
distracts. Okay, so it is a great distraction. It's a distraction for students. It is a distraction. Yes, 1 minute. Let us discuss this point. Kanam, you will speak this point. Yes, how it is a great distraction for students.
And as our final exams are approaching, so we have to spend more time on our study and not on social media.
How it is a distraction for students? As during study hours also, during preparation of exams also, students, they used to, while you can say while using these, you can say, gadgets, mobile phones, laptops, tablets, they are searching social media sites. Okay, they want to be in contact with the world, and ultimately it turns out to be a source of conversation also. Okay, moreover, it distracts the children. Okay, as children forgetting the importance of education, they are giving importance to only social media. Okay, they are, you can say, they are always, you can say, attracted towards the lifestyle of other people. Okay, who are turning out to be a big distraction for them. They are watching the lifestyle. Some, you can say, some false content also come into view whenever they are using social media, which is not age appropriate. Age appropriate means for a particular age. Okay, some content is available which is not age appropriate. They are also watching it, and ultimately what is happening, it is of course having a negative effect upon their mentality. upon their thinking, and this ultimately distracts studious as well as hardworking students from social media, as they think that this is not the right way of living a life, and this, you can say, this virtual world is actual life. Okay, so next, what other point you want to speak? Yes, Suhana.
It's
Bhavya?
the
Many people believe on fake news which comes on the social media.
What
Ma'am,
many
all the fake news, rumors, and negative things.
this we have discussed in this point, that it is not a reliable means, that it is not a reliable means of information. This we have discussed here.
it breaks students' confidence.
It
It breaks students' confidence.
how it breaks students' confidence?
As the students are always dependent upon the net answers, and their originality of giving the answers is getting finished.
You can write down, yes, the students, they turn out to be copycats, they are trying to copy others, they are short of their original ideas. Okay, there is, you can say, less of, you can say, creativity. The next main point that to be discussed here is affecting their health. It is affecting their health. Is it right or not?
Yes, ma'am.
It is affecting their health because the students, while using social media, they are spending long hours in front of screen, which is of course may having a negative impact upon their eyes, and the students will face problem. There is, you can say, they start to wear specs, and ultimately they face number of eye problems also, and moreover, because of increase in their screen time, their sleeping hours decreases. Okay, and moreover, the physical activity of the students also decreases. How the physical activity of the students also decreases?
Because when they will
Spite of
when, because when they will watch internet social media for long hours, and they will forget to just play with their friends, or they will
yes,
utilize
very good.
watching.
So they don't play with their friends outside. Okay, they are not going out of their houses in order to play with their friends, but ultimately what they are doing? They are spending long hours in front of screen only. Okay, and ultimately it was of course a reason of obesity in case of children. The children are facing a lot of problem. They are facing a lot of problem because of all this, and ultimately what is happening? That a lot of problem takes place in their life, and which is ultimately affecting the regular routine of the students also, right? So next, what other things we can write down? Don't you think that it takes students away from reality? It takes students away from reality. Students are far away from reality, and apart from it, this is of course a virtual world which they are living in. This is of course a virtual world. Students think that this is the real world in which they have to live, but ultimately what they forget that this is not the real world, but ultimately what it is a virtual world which they are living in. So it is just because of this reason what happened, they are not getting the right idea of the real world. They are forgetting what are the basic norms on which our life should stand up, or our life should grow on further. They are thinking that this, you can say, this glitzy world, showy world in which nothing is reality. Even though selfies are, you can say, selfies, they pass through number of filters in order to please someone. Okay, it is of course not reality. Then what is there? We should never indulge ourselves in this kind of virtual world. So finally, now afterwards we will sum up. In order to sum up, I want that one should be wise enough. Okay, we need to be wise enough to understand the reality of what we should understand. We understand the reality of life, and we should be able to discriminate between the real as well as the false world. We need to understand all this, and it is now, we will conclude that now it is our sole responsibility to make ourselves aware, as education always provide us the reasons of right choice. Okay, social media is of course a not right choice for children. Moreover, students, as this is the developing phase for children, during which they have to develop their skills. If they will engross themselves, if they will spend more time on social media, then how they will be able to develop their skills? And if skills will not be developed, learning skills will not be developed, they won't be able to attain success in life. So in my opinion, one should be wise enough to use social media to a limited extent, but of course I strongly oppose the use of it, as it is a great distraction for children. Means you have summed up, right? So any doubt to any student? That's fine. If yes, just put your thumbs up. Right. So now what you have to do, you have to write down this debate in your fair notebooks, and at the end, formal thanks. Thanks for being a patient listener. Okay. So now by the time, let me take your attendance also.